Here we are now gonna see the sexual reproduction of flower plants. So basically, this is actually a flower look like where you can see the female reproductive part. It is a stigma, style, and ovary, and basically this constitutes the carpel, or we can say the pistil. And it is the petal, and there are sepals. Sepals are basically that green leaf-like structures below it. They are called sepals. And here we can say anther and filament. It is the male reproductive structure that called stamen. So basically what actually happens in a female reproduction, sexual reproduction in flowers, like the pollen grain generate inside anther, burst out and get dispersed. This land on stigma, produce pollen tube till ovary. Through style their male and female gamete fuse form zygote. Two, and basically all the gamete that we have seen earlier was N. Gametes, basically the pollen is N, and ovary side which is ovule, that is again N. So basically after the fertilization forms zygote, and the zygote develop into further organism, and it basically the flower is converted into fruit, and if it's an angiosperm, like we're gonna study in the higher classes. So basically what actually happens that there are pollens and produced inside that anther. When it burst, the pollens flew away and probably land on the stigma of the flower of this flower or another flower. And so if it land on this flower, then means self pollution. If land on other flower, then can we say as cross pollution. And when they land on this flower, they produce a pollen tube that gradually leads to the ovule. Finally here the male and female gametes are released, already contain the female gamete, that leads to fusion and formation of a zygote is done. Like if we get